Hello everyone. Thank you for tuning in. I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner, and this is my review for Love and Hip Hop Hollywood Season 5, Episode 8 for Squad Goals. Happy Labor Day to everybody. I hope everyone had a nice day off. If you were working today, I hope you had a good day at work. I had the day off from my regular job, so I enjoyed doing just about nothing today. Just kind of chilled around the house. So, hope everyone else had a great day too. Let's get into the fuckery of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. This whole Masika, Alexis, Fetty Wap, Moniece, Zell, Ray crossover bullshit beef is getting on my damn nerve. Nobody beef. It's just, it just gets on my damn nerves. It's just so stupid. You know, we see it's Lyrica and Alexis, and they're at a store trying to shop or whatever. And Lyrica shopping for her song release or album release or a party she's having about a song that she did finally. And you know, she's like, oh yeah, Alexis like, oh yeah, I'm gonna have my stylist come by and get you hooked up. And who walks in? Zell Swag walking in. And Lyrica like, I'm wondering what he doing here, because he supposedly is Team Moniece or Team Masika. So, you know, she like, what you doing here? Do they know you here? And he like, well, you know, in his confession, he's talking about, well, yeah, you know, Moniece or Masika running around here with Ray, who he at odds with. So he like, you know what I'm saying, since she doing her thing, I'm gonna do my thing and I'm gonna get my money. I'm gonna style whoever I want to style. I give him that, because work is that. You know what I'm saying? Work is work. Work is what pays the bills. So I completely get that. But yeah, I'm still like, who cares? It's just so stupid. You know, and Lyrica then goes into, you know, because they was like, oh, and they cool with you, you know, being here. He's like, yeah, I ain't got no issues. You know, I'm doing me. She like, well, they don't do me like that. You know, they be acting like they be bullying me. Bitch, when did they bully you? She then go into the whole thing of saying when she saw Moniece and Nia, how Moniece was like not feeling the fact that she was trying to invite Alexis to the party. And my thing was, they didn't bully you. She asked who was coming. You said Alexis was coming, and she said she ain't want to come. That ain't bullying you. People have some people who have a friend who don't like other people, they pick and choose if they want to be around that person. Moniece didn't bully you or try to be mean to you by saying she want to come to your party. She don't fuck with Alexis. Zell Swag do fuck with Alexis. You know what I'm saying? It's like a personal preference, but it's not like nobody bullied your ass. I'm like, why would you even say that? That was stupid to say. But she then said, you know, she was saying that aspect too. You know, they bullying her, but for Zell, it's okay for him. But I'm like, for one, I don't even think you're really friends with them in real life. And for two, no one bullied you. And she didn't say that you couldn't invite Alexis. She just said if you inviting her, you know, I just don't want to be there. That's her preference. I mean, bitch, get over it. You know, she's like, you know, because all what I'm going through with them. So then Alexis, okay, here she come. She want to top the conversation. She's like, that's nothing compared to what I'm going through. She then brings up that her and Moniece got into a damn fight. I'm like, you hoes out here fighting? You know, she brings up, well, yeah, I was on social media and I was saying something about her family, and I made her family the topic of conversation. And they show like a clip of her saying, yeah, Moniece, I'm this and I'm that. You wish you can beat me and look at my body and blah, 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 blah. To me, it's all petty bullshit. And she's like, yeah, so when I posted that, Moniece, she pulled up on me. And but think about it, when she then said that, and then Lyrica was like, don't she got kids to be raising and stuff? Bitch, you can't. This is what I don't like about them. They would be the main ones saying, bitch, pull up, bitch, you want to fight me, pull up, Robin. You be saying that all on your social media, all on Instagram, all they got then go on Facebook Live, all your live feeds, saying, pull up on me, pull up. Now Moniece did exactly what you wanted her to do. She pulled up on your ass. And so, you know, she was like, yeah, she pulled up and she, you know, we got into a fight. Zell then say, I heard you got your ass whooped. And I'm like, okay, Zell, you know, say what happens. And she like, you need to pick a side. And my thing is, him saying that he heard you got your ass whooped don't mean he was picking one side or the other. If you got your ass whooped, you got your ass whooped. You got your ass whooped no matter what side he on. So that is neither here nor there. But again, she's like, I don't know why she did that. Well, because you're her family and her and your... You can't put people's names in your mouth. You can't go on social media and talk about certain people because certain people don't let shit like that go. And if you keep poking a person and saying, pull up on me, bitch, I saw you here and you ain't said nothing, I saw you there and you ain't do shit. If you keep saying when she keeps saying you, she didn't do anything, because in those instances, she was keeping her composure. If you keep saying, I saw you here, I saw you there, and you didn't do shit, she gonna come to where you at and she gonna do some shit, and that's what happened. So, Alexis then go into the whole, because she didn't say what really happened. All she said was, she pulled up on me, we got into a fight. We know she got her ass whipped, because if she did not lose the fight, she would have said, I beat her up, or I punched her. She would have said what she did. And because she didn't say that, she did get her ass whipped. Alexis then say, and then, we got the, Ray, all of my mentions and all of my Twitter, coming at me because of Masika. I don't even know who he is, I don't know who he is. And, who are you? And my thing is, when you talk about people on social media, their fans, their friends, their family come at you, and you won't know who they are. That's the point of, that's how social media works. So to make it seem as if, oh, this stranger was coming at me. Well, no, you know who he is because you're saying his name. And I'm pretty sure he wasn't the only person who probably went on your social media and said something, who went on Twitter and said something. Because people know, even though I don't think any of these people are really famous, but I still think they have people who follow them. So I'm pretty sure if someone saw Alexis talking shit about Masika, people who rock with Masika came to her defense. And it could not have been only Ray. So I'm like, when you said his name, you knew who he was because you bringing him up. But whatever. But again, of course he's saying something back because you're talking about his friend. Because if any man on Facebook, whatever, because my friend, she's a singer. And sometimes she's a singer, she's an actress, she does different things. So she's very politically correct. She's not the one, she takes a lot for her to pop off on somebody. But me, that ain't me. And when I see if she posts something, if somebody go on her comments or they say something out the way, I'm the first one defending. I'm at whoever, don't come for my friend, I will fuck you. You know what I'm saying? That's what I do. And Karla know, that's my best friend, that's what she gonna do. She don't have to say anything because if I see it, I'm on that ass. So my thing is, you can't act as if you talk shit about somebody and you surprised they friends responded to you. That's what friends do. Hell, that's what I do. My best friend, my sister, whoever, if you speak against my people, I'm coming back for your ass. Yeah. So I got all off track. Zell then says how, well, yeah, with Ray, I feel like Masika keep putting me and him in these situations and putting us in these predicaments where we keep having, we're clashing and we're having these issues. And she was like, I feel like they should understand we can have different sets of friends. If she want to be friends with them, that's cool. But you know what I'm saying? I can have my own set of friends too. And I'm like, I get this, so it's fine. So the next scene we see is Moniece, Nia, her girlfriend AD, and Ray, and they like hiking and they talking about what happened. So AD seems to be the only one who was against the bullshit. She was like, yeah, I saw, Alexis popping off about my family on social media. It's like, I told AD I want to go beat her ass. And AD's like, yeah, and I told you, go to bed. I don't think it's a good idea. And AD like, yeah, she rubbed my back and put me to sleep. Y'all nasty. And she's like, and then I woke up a little bit later and she was gone. Moniece then got up and went and found Alexis. And then she said, I rolled up on her. I did ride up on Alexis. And I pulled up. She was in a car. She was acting in an Uber. And she was like, so I walked up to her. I put her out the Uber and I beat her up. She was like, I beat her up. It was fighting. It went down. She did say, she was like, we was fighting, and at one point, the next thing I know, some big guy came and grabbed me, and I was then like down on the ground too. So I'm guessing security probably ran up and separated them, and she probably got tossed. Moniece ain't but this small, so that's probably what happened. But she was saying how, that's what happened, and it is what it is. My thing is, well, Monique was saying Alexis should have never brought up her family. I agree. You can't, because the reason it's stupid is because Alexis's problem is with Masika. It ain't with Ray, it ain't with Zell, it ain't with Moniece, it ain't with nobody else but Masika. But because Masika is not replying, she's not responding, she's not acknowledging this situation, Alexis is going at anyone who was defending Moniece, who was defending Masika. For me, I would stop defending Masika solely because you can't defend someone who won't defend themselves. And I don't think Masika trying to be like, oh, I'm too of an adult to address her. I think Masika don't want to address it because she not ready for whatever's gonna come with it. I ain't saying she's scary. I'm not saying she thinks Alexa's gonna beat her up. I think Masika has Jocelyn Hernandez syndrome, and I think she believes she's too big of a star, for lack of a better term. And she like she don't have to address Alexis, but you should check that bitch and let it go, because the more that you keep ignoring her, the more her story gonna be about you ignoring her. And right now it's getting fucking old. It's just getting frustrating. So they all say, didn't Lyrica invite y'all to her party? And yeah, we should go to the party. AD like, I don't think that's a good idea. But they decide they're gonna go to the party anyway. So yeah, that's what I was saying. Again, that's why I say I'm tired of the Masika, Alexis, Moniece, Zell, Ray, bullshit ass, confrontation ass, bullshit, because it's not gonna get resolved. Or it shouldn't have went on all season. This is episode 8. Why are we? I mean, why? It's just so fucking aggravating. Anywho, next we see Brooke, and she's going to see Booby at his new apartment, and she pop up. She ringing the doorbell or whatever, and in her little confession, she's saying like, yeah, me and Booby are just friends, and out of respect for Keisha Cole, his ex-wife or his wife, me and him ain't never did nothing besides be just friends. But it's getting harder to just be his friend. But I'm happy he moved out on his own, so I can see him and I can pop up whenever I want to. First of all, if I'm just friends with somebody, I can pop up whenever I want to, period. You know what I'm saying? The only time you don't pop up to your friend is when it's something in the mix. Something is in the milk and it's making something else, and we don't know what it is. So I'm like, y'all just, I know Brooke and Booby probably have fucked at least once. Something has happened between them two, and you can't tell me different. Anywho, she gets him into his apartment. He like, yeah, what's up? And you see it's a champagne glass sitting on the counter or on the table with lipstick on it. And she like, oh, you been having company, huh? Since when? Or do you wear lipstick? And he laughing or whatever. And his confession, he like, I don't see why Brooke is questioning me about who I have in my house. Me having female company over here last night. We haven't even had a conversation about if we or anything. We just friends. And as they're talking, Brooke, I guess, is feeling some kind of way, which is stupid, because if that's your friend, this again is stupid, because he like, when will you be able to do whatever, what's going on with your situation? Because again, she still is technically in some way connected to Marcus, even though she broke up with him. So my thing is, Brooke, why are you questioning Booby about who he had company with? Because that ain't your man. Y'all ain't fucking, right? And Booby, why do you care when she'll be able to do stuff, because y'all just friends? Y'all ain't fucking, right? Come on now, don't play me like I'm stupid. She like, well, I don't know what's going on with me and him. I'm just confused right now. And he like, look, whatever you decide, I'ma rock with you. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to back you up 100%. And we trying to make this music. He then played a song for her that they made. The song sound cool. I need to hear the whole version to see, because they keep playing the same part. I need to hear the whole goddamn song. I need to find it on Tidal or something. But anyway, she then said, you know what? I want to bring you as my date to Lyrica party. You gonna be my plus one. Is that cool? But in her confession, she like, yeah, I've been keeping Marcus on ice and keeping him iced out, and he gonna have to stay on ice a little bit a little bit longer. So I'm gonna make him a little bit jealous, and I'm gonna bring Booby as my date to Lyrica's party. And my thing is, that's fucking childish. My thing is, do I keep saying my thing is? I'm gonna stop saying it because I hate when people keep saying the same thing over and over. But if you done with Marcus, be done with Marcus. But you shouldn't be using Booby to make Marcus jealous. That's because or if you gonna do that, you should say to Booby, hey, we should do all of this just to make Marcus jealous. But that ain't how you saying it to him. You saying it to him is saying, I don't know what's going on with me and him, but I want to take you to this party. You know what I'm saying? That's what you should have said. But I think Brooke is gonna end up being messy anyway. We see they at Lyrica's party. Her new song, again, it sounded okay. It sounded okay. Whatever. She can. I mean, she can sing. It ain't that she don't have a voice. I just don't know if I'm feeling her. But again, they only play you like 10 seconds of the song, so you can't really tell if it's gonna be a really good song. That's what I don't be liking. So Brooke does walk in with Booby, and Lyrica and A1 saw them first. So then they walk in, and she like, hey, this is Booby. He like, Boogie? Who? What? No, Booby. Booby, okay? Like boobs. You know what I'm saying? And then he go, where's Marcus? First of all, A1, that's rude as fuck. Because clearly, if she walk in with someone else, you shouldn't ask her in front of this guy, where's Marcus? You just shouldn't do that. Because that's not what people do. Even if Marcus is your boy, you can then just, hey, send Marcus a text. But you don't ask her in front of somebody else where he at. Because one, I don't even think you cool with Brooke like that. I think your wife is. So, and clearly Marcus ain't there because she there with another man. Come on now. Stupid. So, Booby then say, I'm gonna get something to drink. You want something? Yeah, give me a Moscato or something stronger. No, what do you want? Okay? Anyway, Booby walks away, and Lyrica like, where's Marcus? What's going on? And she's like, I don't know where he at. Y'all talking about, I'm here with Booby, and that's what it is. And they're like, oh, okay. And then in Lyrica's confession, she's saying, I'm all for whatever you want to do as long as you don't bring drama to my party. And then Brooke is in her confessional saying, even though I'm technically still with Marcus, I still brought Booby because Marcus ain't shit for fucking a paralegal. Again, if you broke up with Marcus, how are you still technically with him? I'm confused. I thought you broke up with him. Isn't that... When you break up with someone, you're not technically still with them. When you break up with someone, you're technically broken up. That's just my thought process with it. A1 then said to her, you walked in here, you didn't walk in here with a king, you walked in here with a prince. A1, why your dreadlock ass over here judging people? You don't know Booby, so why you act like you don't... And my thing is, I've heard of Booby more than I've heard of Marcus. Marcus who? I don't know Marcus. The only Marcus I know is Marcus from Insecure. From Immature, I know him, who's Omarion's brother. You know what I'm saying? I know Marcus T. Pope. I think he played Moesha's brother on Moesha. I don't know there's Marcus on this show. I don't. So to say that Marcus, and you gonna say Marcus is a king and Booby is the prince? Why you? A1, what kind of fugazi ass? I was just confused. Like, where that even come from? Anywho, the next scene we see is Hazel talking to Lyrica, and for some reason now we find out Hazel don't like Brooke. Yeah, I seen that little blue bitch over there, and I'm looking like, where in the fuck did you want Brooke even have time to have beef? She then say years and years ago she met Booby in an airport. They reconnected later, some years later, and she then insinuates she was fucking Booby and that her and him did some things. And she like in one time when they were together, I guess Brooke FaceTimed him and knew he was with Hazel, and they didn't like it or whatever. Then she said, yeah, and then at one point I was trying to be her PR person and help revive her career, and she had a bad attitude, so I don't like that bitch. Why are you bringing up old shit? Why? Cause you ain't did PR in years, boo boo, and we know that you probably fucked with Booby before he was with Keisha Cole, unless you were just admitting that you was one of the people he cheated on Keisha with. Is that what you did, Hazel? Was you one of Booby hoes? Was you fucking him when he was married to that lady? Was you? Because you was with Cat Williams at one point. You was with Bird. You was with these different people. We're gonna say with these different people. So when exactly was you with Booby? Because Booby went with Keisha. Him and Keisha been you know what I'm saying, rocking for some years too. So I do wonder if she was trying to be like, if she trying to insinuate that she maybe fucked him when he was married. I wonder, is you a hoe in these streets, Hazel? Is you? You gotta find that out. So anywho, I titled this in my notes, The Showdown. So at the party, who all walked in? Damn it. Yeah. Lyrica, Hazel, and Alexis is at the party, and they talking or whatever. They turn and look, and they like, oh, the help just walked in. And who they calling the help? It was Ray, Nia, and Monique walked into the party, because as they said, they was coming to this party. So it was like it was a damn Family Feud showdown. You had 3 on one side, 3 on the other side, and they was just, you know, across the table. Alexis cut into Ray first. You know, Ray was like, hey, what's up? Hey, y'all. She cut into my calling him fat, since she can help him lose weight. And he like, I can also help you with that. I can help you with them curls. And, you know, she like, you know, I don't even know who you are. And, you know, you spoke on, you was on my time now coming at me. He like, you spoke on my friend, so I was defending my friend. So that's who I am. I'm Masika's friend. And she then swing on Ray. I do not like when women swing on men. I don't care if it's a gay man, women, bitches, females, whatever. You should not swing on no man, because if you swing on a man and he swing back, people gonna say he was wrong for hitting a woman. No, you should have kept your damn hands to yourself. You can't be. And she lunged at him twice, and luckily he wasn't a man who would hit her back. Because you have some guys, if you swing on them, they will swing back on you. So you need to stop jumping bad at men, because that's just stupid. Okay, that's one thing. So she then's like, he like, I don't see what your problem is, and what's wrong with you, and what's your real issue? And she's like, cause I ain't got no problem with y'all. So like, what's going on? And she's like, well, my issue ain't with y'all, this with Masika, but she won't address me, and I need to get because she's scared to get the truth out. They're like, okay, what's the fucking truth? Man, Alexis' old dusty ass goes into it. I was with Fetty Wap for a long, long time. We was a couple for a long, long time. And you know what I'm saying? She went and she slept with my man, and that hurt me. And she know what she did was wrong, and she should want to talk to me so I can tell her that she hurt me. Bitch, what? You want to talk to the girl who your man fucked to tell her she hurt you, but you wouldn't have it. Bitch, what? Monique was like, what else did she? I just want to be sure that's what she said. Yeah, and Monique was like, why wouldn't you address that with your man? Because again, Alexis just talked, I can't believe you, and it hurt my feelings, and now she want to address me, now she want to talk to me. Bitch, first of all, calm the fuck down. Second of all, you and Fetty ain't even together no more. You done fucked a whole other guy, thought you was pregnant, got into it with his baby mama, and now you trying to still talk about Masika? Bitch, what? And you know, to me, it's, these hoes gotta realize you can't have an issue all the time with the chick who slept with your dude. If your dude cheated on you, be mad at him. You know what I'm saying? You can't keep going after the female, because again, this happened a while ago solely because Fetty Wap and Masika's daughter, I think, it's already had like a birthday, like either one birthday or 2 birthdays. So this is at least from 2 years ago. So you 2 years later, you want to confront somebody who fucked your man, as you say he was your man at the time, who fucked your man. Why? Why would you do that? And then you kept making it seem as if she just has to talk to you so she can know that she hurt you. She didn't hurt you. Fetty hurt you. That's who hurt you. Masika had no claim to your heart. I'm not saying that if Masika fucked Fetty while he had a girl is right. That ain't what I'm saying. What I'm saying is, Alexis, you need to let that shit go, boo-boo. You can't blame Masika. Okay? Masika wasn't your man. Fetty was your man. he fucked around on you, if that's what happened. And it ain't like, I don't think he's ever said that he fucked around on you. So let that shit go. Stop. You holding on to petty bullshit. So then when Moniece is saying, why won't you address that stuff with Fetty? Why you keep coming from Moniece? Then Hazel like, y'all need to quit. Y'all need to stop defending that hoe. Bitch, no, that's my friend. I'm going to defend her to the end, so you need to shut up. So, as they're saying that, I guess Lyrica feel like she ain't getting enough attention at her parties. And she's like, wait a minute. Let me say what I got to say. Let me say what I got to say. She started yelling, saying, I can be friends with whoever I want to be friends with. I never done nothing to any of y'all. So I never did nothing to you. You were you. And I can be friends with Alexis if I want to. She then says to Moniece, you said that you wanted to beat my ass. And now what? And as she talking, but as all of this is going on, they doing this in front of all these people. And everyone is like looking around like, is these adults really arguing and fighting? Like, really? It was the most childish shit ever. But when Lyrica did that, everyone was looking like, what you mad? Now what the fuck you mad for? And at that point, Ray and Moniece was laughing because Moniece was like, okay, I can respond if you want me to, but you want to beat my ass? And what? She kept talking. She wouldn't even let Moniece respond. So I'm like, what was your point of yelling and fussing and fighting when they wasn't even talking about you? They weren't even talking about who friends with who. They were talking about Moniece. I mean, they were talking about Alexis wanting to talk to Masika. And I'm like, Lyrica, you just team too much in that moment. You needed some attention because it was your party. So you started yelling and wanted everyone to listen to you. And at that point, Moniece, Nia, and Ray all just walked away, like laughing, like, we not even finna give us any energy, and then they left. So, for me, that part was crazy. Next we see Tierra Marie, Hazel, and Nikki. Nikki is having a party for something else, that some new, I think, a makeup line she's doing. So she had already told Tierra that she wanted her to come to the party, and that she was also inviting Hazel. But this is my thing. I'm not even gonna go about what happened at the party. People, including Nikki, need to understand if Hazel and Tierra Marie they have not gotten along in like 3 seasons. They are not friends anymore. So why the fuck do y'all keep trying to fix a fucking tire that is broken? Like, the tire is done. You can't put it back on the car. It's done. Why y'all still trying to put them two together? And you should not. It's the stupidest shit ever. Because you try to get them to have a conversation. You try to get them to come to some kind of agreement. And it always ends in an attempted fight. Hence at this goddamn on party. Hazel was there. Tierra is there, and Nikki acting like, they should be able to be civil, they should be able to be friends, but they can't. And y'all have seen time after time they cannot. So why do you keep trying to put them in the same room at any kind of function? They're going to end up fighting. And they then try to, Nikki tries to say, or Hazel, they were trying to insinuate that because Hazel and Tierra aren't friends, that's something to do with Tierra drinking. Why are you trying to put her drinking off on her? It was just the stupidest shit ever. It was just so retarded. No, I'm not gonna say retarded is a bad word. It was so just stupid. Tierra and Hazel started to have a conversation, and Tierra was saying like, the last time we saw each other, you threw a plate at me, and she was like, well, yeah, I did. She's like, we getting physical now, and Hazel then says, you deserve to go that way. And it pissed Tierra off, and then she tried to rush at Hazel. Nikki mama had to pull Tierra back. That's how bad it was. Nikki mama had to grab her and say, look, it ain't worth it, just calm down, be cool. Hazel and Nikki are then saying, see, she's always drunk, she's always overreacting, her temper is bad because she's an alcoholic, and it's blaming. To me, it was just stupid. They kept going back and forth. It was just a back and forth thing. And they kept saying, like, see, she's probably drunk. See, it's her anger. And just that stuff, which to me is stupid. Tierra eventually left. And Hazel then says, me and her can't have a conversation unless she goes to rehab. And then Hazel was saying stuff like, not Hazel, Nikki is saying stuff like, I feel like Tierra has hit rock bottom. Bitch, why? Because she don't like Hazel? I don't think Tierra has hit rock bottom. Do I think Tierra has some kind of drinking issue? Yes. But I don't think she's hit rock bottom. I think that's a stretch to say she's hit rock bottom. She just beefed out with some of her friends. And I'm only speaking on what I can see on camera. I don't know what's happening in real life. You know what I'm saying? I don't know that part of it. But I think y'all cannot blame the fact that her and Hazel are not friends is why she drinks so much. Because if her and Hazel was cool, she wouldn't be drinking. That's a stupid assumption to make. And then to even say she's hit rock bottom. Unless she's homeless and destitute and not just sucking dick for cash, she ain't hit rock bottom. Nikki even goes to Moniz to say, hey, I know me and you ain't cool. We've had our issues, but I think we should team up and be a goddamn dynamic duo and try to help Tierra. I think she's getting worse. They agreed to team up to try to help her. Try to do some kind of intervention or something to help Tierra. Whatever. I'm going to touch for a second on Ray J and Princess. No, I'm not. They want to have a baby. She think he not serious. He then borrow a friend's baby and they babysit, and then she think he is serious. He then say, I also went to a sperm doctor and they said my sperm is up to 48 million. I think it's all a goddamn lie. Next. Yeah, that quick. That's all I have to say about it. The last scene we see, AD, Moniz's girlfriend, is meeting with Tierra. And she like, I want you to come to a surprise birthday party. And Tierra like, no, I don't want to be her friend anymore. I'm over it. I'm mad at her. She handled things wrong. I'm done. AD like, please come to this party. It would really help. She would want you there. Tierra like, I don't care. AD convinces her to potentially try to come to this party. Tierra comes to this party. She's like, I ain't want to go, but I came anyway. Hopefully the bitch apologizes. So she walk up to the house and she's like, well, damn, it's quiet in here. She walk in the goddamn house and it's a fucking intervention. A lady walk up to her and say, yeah, your friends invited me here to help you with your alcoholic problem. And she was like, bitch, what? And then the episode goes off. If I'm gonna end this here because I ain't trying to have this go on for on and on. If Tierra does have an alcohol problem, they absolutely should give her an intervention. If they making this shit up and she really don't be that drunk in real life, if they're over exaggerating her, just enjoying a drink here and there, they wrong as fuck. I'm interested to see the next episode to see what is really going to entail, what is going to happen, what will come out in this intervention. Because if it's some bullshit and if it's just some you and Hazel ain't friends and you don't be talking to us and we feel like because you had drinks, I need it to be a real ass intervention. I need her real family to be there. It can't be just some show people. That ain't what I want it to be. So that's my review of Love and Hip Hop Hollywood. It was some bullshit, but it was what it was. I hope you enjoyed. Until next time, I am Jay Lee. This is Jay Lee's Corner. Until next time, people.